All right, welcome to the Stormwatch, the official podcast of the Brainstorm channel. Us three, Alex, Jackson, and myself, Josh, are all back to
Heyo.
talk about
Heyo.
more
What's up, guys?
randomness, whatever comes to mind, and let's get into it.
Nice.
Just a quick apology to the listeners. I'm not gonna talk as much. I got my wisdom teeth removed. Hands to the roof if you've ever happened. It sucks. I can't laugh. My jaw's swollen.
When'd you get them out again?
So today is Sunday. I got them out on Wednesday. So, I think the 10th. Yeah, the 10th. Which is a pretty long time ago, and they're still swollen. Well, at least my bottom ones are still swollen. My top, I got all four removed. So, yeah, it was interesting.
That must have sucked,
I
man.
went under.
Yeah,
Yeah, I went to the land down under.
Didn't you, when you came out, weren't you, like, super loopy?
Yeah, so they put me on laughing gas, which
Fun
is
fact,
really
that's
funny.
Nitrous oxide. I don't know, just
Yeah,
random nerd
it was a
fact.
lot of fun. It was, I was all loopy. I was wearing flip-flops, and I remember, so I was like, I've never been under before, so I was like, oh crap, I've never done this before. What's gonna happen? They put me on the laughing gas, and it was really funny. I said I had no feeling in my shoes, like referring to my feet were connected to, like, my feet were my shoes, and like I said something about like I can't feel the toes in my sandals or something like that. I also said like I'm like the Joker, and I started laughing. And then yeah,
Didn't
I
when you,
guess I've never been high before, so I guess that's how it is. I would assume.
didn't you, when you came out, you started doing, like a bunch of, like, Naruto stuff, right? Like, doing, like, the shadow clone jutsu.
Oh my gosh.
You were totally weebed out. It was so funny.
Yeah, I did a ton of like anime references. So I started I don't even know like so I said I think I challenged someone to fight them, like one of the nurses, and said, "Oh, you want to fight
It's a
me?
duel.
Then you're gonna have to fight."
You challenged a nurse.
I think I did.
Nurse Joy.
Because I remember saying you want to fight four of me, and I did the you can edit the picture of him
Yeah.
doing the shadow clone, but I did the hand sign, and then I yelled like let's fight or something. And then I remember on the ride home I said I could stop time.
That's
I
from
was
JoJo,
like,
right?
Yeah, and I said, Zawardo, you can edit that clip in right now. But like, I
Naruto.
said that, and then I yelled, I remember getting into my dad's car, and I just yelled in the top of my lungs, I am the #1 hero in Japan. And that's kind of like the only stuff I remember.
That's from My Hero Academia.
My dad said that on the car ride home, I was like shooting finger guns at cars and stuff, just like. And I think, so like I remember, it was weird because I remember like not a lot of the car ride home, but like once I got to Best Buy, I remember like regaining consciousness. But I think I was still loopy because I remember, I opened up some app, and I think it was Pokemon Go because I still have Pokemon Go on my phone for some reason.
No, we know
And
why
I
you
think
have
I
it.
caught a Well, yeah, because I'm a big Pokemon fan.
Oh yeah, tell them
But,
about your Pokédex, like side shoot.
Oh, that's different. I'll say after the story. But like, I think I caught a Pokemon, and I named it Meme. because I was looking through it like yesterday, and I was like, when did I catch this, and when did I name this? So I don't know. I'd have to ask my dad a lot more. But yeah, no, all I've been doing is just in my room, slurping soup. And yeah, a lot of smoothies. So, oh, and I also another thing I said is I said that when I came unconscious and I was still lying on the bed, I said that I'm gonna make bank tonight because the tooth fairy's stopping by my house. I remember yelling that, or not yelling, but saying that, and I remember the nurse. I do remember the nurse laughing,
That's
and she
sick.
was like, "Oh, really?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm making bank."
That's awesome.
So, but yeah, it still hurts. Um, yeah, in that small little frame of story, that's probably the most I've talked in since Tuesday. So I haven't really tried to talk as much.
A couple of days ago, was it yesterday? No, it was yesterday or 2 days ago. Um, I came over and checked on this crazy guy because he's all like slurping soup and stuff, and we were playing Pokemon, right? And he got to finish his Pokédex. So kudos to Alex. What a beast! He got his entire Galar Pokédex, right? Entire thing. What a beast!
Galar.
No,
Yeah, all
it's
400 of
Galar.
them.
Look at that. Pretty epic. So yeah.
I'm pretty behind. AP tests in the school kind of screwed me up. But since I was in bed, I was like, oh, we got nothing else to do.
Yeah, pretty sick.
So yeah. Are any of you guys gonna get your wisdom teeth out?
No.
I don't know if I have any. Between Jessie got hers done, my older sister. Same age sister Jill got hers done this year, earlier. Jeremy and I are the only two left. I think a long time ago, they said one of us has 2 and one of us has 0, but we can't remember which one is which. So as of right now, there's no problem with either of us. So we don't even know if we will need it pulled at all. But it looks good for me right now. So I might not have to be blessed with that experience.
Bruh.
I have a
The
rather
only nice thing is
big
I actually
mouth.
had a valid excuse to do nothing
Yeah, no, that's
and go
good.
and like watch TV all day.
I have a big
So-
mouth, so I think I should be fine with wisdom teeth. Well, big mouth in the sense of like actual size and rather talkative, but yeah.
Yeah, 5 head. No foreheads in this podcast. Only 5 heads.
I have
Except
a big
for-
mouth. Calls him a 5 head.
Yeah, what? That makes
Well,
no
If
sense.
you have a big mouth, well, if you have a
Big mouth,
hey,
big 5 head.
it's like what they say about big shoes. You got big socks,
Oh.
and if you have big socks, you got big toes. It's the same. I'm in a lot of pain right now, but it's the same. If you have a big mouth and you have big teeth, and big teeth is big wisdom teeth, and big wisdom teeth
What are you
means big
talking
brain. So if you have a big brain, then you can't have a 4 head. You can only have a 5 head. I'm reading the script. Thank you, Gary.
I like zoned out watching Jackson like lag out of frame to close his door, and then it like rewinded, so he opened it again, and then it closed again, and then I realized we're still talking about wisdom teeth, big brain, big teeth.
And him having a 5 head, which is a
Yeah,
good thing.
yeah.
5 head. If you have
Five
I
head gang.
want all the comments.
5 head
Yeah,
is extra protection for your dome.
and bigger brain.
Not
So
necessarily, just more protection.
and big brain.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my story. I have a 4 head now because I got my teeth removed.
Okay, that out of
Clearly, you
context.
weren't
Alright.
listening.
All right, so yeah.
All right, now I'm. Uh, why does this hurt so much? It really shouldn't. I
I
got
mean-
them out on Wednesday, and they're still. Granted, I'm talking a lot.
I mean, Alex, you can take a timeout and bring in Anthony or something. Like we can talk about battle royale games. 'Cause
Bring
we know
me.
Anthony's like really good with those. Like seriously, if you need a break, bro. Yeah.
We can talk about the next topic
All right.
if you want.
All right. Battle
The
royale games.
audio
Oh my-
listeners, Josh is yawning.
And his mouth is giant. Like I'm actually like.
Yeah, big mouth.
Like seriously, you're like a shark.
Big mouth.
A
Oh,
grizzly bear.
you know what they say about big mouths?
You know what they say about big mouth?
Big teeth. You know what they say about big teeth?
Big forehead.
Big head. You know what they say about big head? A big 5 head.
This has gone on way too long. It's past its expiration date. Time to move on.
Yeah. Stay.
It's because
Stale meme.
I have ascended from 5 head. I've ascended from 4 head to 5 head, and then from 5 head to 6 head.
6 head. Like that's like.
Uh.
All right. Who's like the only person I can think of who's
Got
bald
like a
is
sky burger for a forehead.
a sky burger.
Yeah, remember that app where like you have the bottom bun and then like the condiments would fall, but if you try to get like the biggest burger you can, but you have to get the ingredient it tells you to, and then if you get a top bun, then it's done and you lose or whatever.
You mean Papa's Burgeria?
No, I think
No,
it was
you
like a
guys-
stacking app, but those games like are
Yeah.
so sick. My sister plays the Papa's Blankeria games all the time. It's insane. I bet she's playing it right
Dude,
now.
that's how we lived before Switch made like a mobile console available. So we would all just have those cheap app store games on our phone to keep us entertained on the go.
Cool math games and Flash.
Yes, cool math.
Did they
games?
take down
That's
cool
what-
math games? I heard they did.
They did.
Yeah, because Flash
That is
isn't supported.
It's
They're not.
terrible. Absolutely terrible. F for our fallen game brethren. That was where it was at.
F for
Rip Run
Papa.
2.
F for Papa. Insert food here. Rhea.
Yeah, I'm like in
But
shock
no,
actually.
dude, those
I can't
games
believe...
were so good.
Yeah, they pretty much any game on like Armor Games or Cool Math Games or something or Nitrome were like just so good. Oh my gosh. I remember some good times playing those games.
I remember.
When you go to the computer lab in like 4th grade,
yeah,
just pull up Run 2 and Super Santa Kicker while the teacher's not looking.
That's where it's at. That's actually
That
where
was
it's
great.
at. That I mean, like go
No,
to
dude.
go to
The best-
library in middle school and just like play video games while the librarian wasn't looking. Like the ultimate.
Dude,
The best
elementary
thing-
schools all have Chromebooks in their rooms now. They don't. I don't even know if they use computer labs because they
yeah,
all
no,
have Chromebooks.
that was
there
a thing
now.
of the past,
Dude,
man.
going to the
labs.
computer.
Dude, computer
Yeah,
lab was like
computer labs were fire.
that
It
was
was
like
like
Friday nights. Go home to your friend's house after, drink all the soda you want.
drinks and
Friday
parties when
computer
you're a
lab.
6-year-old.
They'll
You're
never
like,
know, dude.
I mean, that was
but no, dude.
that was like a lost generation. Like I don't think anybody has computer labs anymore. That was like a whatever generation we are kind of thing.
Boomer.
Yeah, like
Gen Z.
Gen Z.
We need a cool nickname though. How come Gen Y became millennials? We need,
No,
we need
no.
an epic nickname.
The Fortniters.
Imagine
The Papa's
The
Papa's
Fortniter.
generation.
I'm gonna make a
But
I'm gonna make a meme where it's like instead of the Millennium Falcon, it's the Millennial Falcon, and the guy opens the door and just a bunch of vape smoke comes out, like from the door. That would be okay. Not that funny, but it's kind of funny. The Millennial Falcon.
It's like the Darth Vader meme where it's like old Darth Vader and it's a new Darth Vader. And like the new Darth Vader's like all like decked out. It's like all white with like a blue collar. Like you know what I'm talking
Oh, the
about?
purple one, yeah, with like the top hat.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Insert meme. Oh,
Yeah.
it's perfect segue because we're going on to recent events.
Oh.
The PS5
Okay.
memes
Yeah.
are.
Yes.
You guys, we've all seen the PS5 memes.
Where it looks like a Wi-Fi
Flash them
router.
up. Flash them up.
Yeah, where
Okay,
Wi-Fi router and the Xbox looks like a fridge. Like all those memes.
but yeah, no, it's okay. The PS5, I don't know. Whatever. I I'm not gonna get it because all my games are on Xbox and I have too many games on Xbox. So sucks to suck. But the new Xbox looks trash
It does
because
kind
it
of.
is a big.
It looks like two blocks of obsidian stacked on top of each other. Honestly,
Yeah,
taking that
So it's
Minecraft.
the way it looks. It's just really simplistic. So a lot of people are like upset that like they could have done something that looked cool. But
but
still, I kind of like the more simple nature of just a giant rectangle. The only problem with it is that if I bought it, I have no idea where I would put it. The thing looks massive,
that's
and
the
my
thing.
TV stand is not very big.
I feel like it's gonna come out and it's gonna be like a small little box.
It's like a Happy Meal size.
I do like simplistic things, like simplistic, like clean cut, like aesthetics do look cool, but at the same time, you can't have it too flashy, like the PS5. The PS5 is a little bit too flashy.
Uh,
I don't mind the PS5.
I don't think it look. I think it looks cool. The controller looks sick.
The controller does look cool.
What I didn't like about the PS4 and the PS3 is, and Saray for some reason really likes it. Shout out to my boy Saray.
Yeah, Saray.
He's
Staying in.
yeah, no, Saray's got everything.
Yeah,
But
of course
he
it is.
mostly plays PlayStation. But he always gives me like shade because I say the PS4 and PS3 controllers suck, which they do because they're like super small and like Xbox is perfect size for me. And it's just I don't know. Every time I play on PlayStation, it's my hands cramp up. It feels weird. The joysticks are like in awkward positions. I don't like it. Xbox to me is perfect, but then again, I've been playing Xbox for quite a while.
And you know who's the Switch copied? The Switch copied the Xbox, so that proves that Nintendo, the superior company, it endorses Xbox because they have the same control scheme. That's what we got.
No, but I think the PS5 controller looks really cool, and a new Insomniac Spider-Man game. Boom.
I've never played the Spider-Man games.
Is that another PlayStation exclusive?
Yeah, it's an exclusive. But the first one, I've never played it. It looks so cool though. I've never played it, but I've seen Let's Plays. Story looks sick. The animation looked awesome. Dude, I've always wanted to play on PS4 just so I can play Spider-Man. Because like going through like New York, just like zipping down, just like psst, psst, psst. Seems like a lot of fun. I don't know, and they did a really good job with that game. So I'm really excited. Miles Morales is the main character in this new one. So
I heard that was a really good movie.
Oh, Into the Spider-Verse was good.
It's got like the really cool like cell shading animation.
The Brainstorm Stormwatch
stamp of approval.
Flash the stamp of approval on the screen. No, but it's pretty. I don't know. I'm really excited to see what games come out on PS5. GTA 5 has been announced for the third or fourth time. I don't know what's happening with GTA. They're literally just. I don't know. I think it's about time that a GTA 5 game has been. I don't know. They should come out with GTA 6.
So, there's this one game by the people who made Borderlands called Outer Worlds, and I'm actually really stoked to play that. Like it looks like Fallout plus Borderlands. Have you heard of that?
I've heard it's really good.
I'm really hyped to play it.
So,
I think it looks really cool.
but no, the PS5. I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts on it?
I mean,
Besides the great memes.
I've never been a PS guy, but I mean, I think it has its merit. It looks. I heard it's definitely really powerful. So kudos to that. Good job, Sony. Good stuff. Good stuff, PlayStation. But yeah, I don't really have an opinion. I think it looks a bit too flashy. Kind of looks like some sort of piece of modern art. But if it works fine and fits people's cabinets, I'm down for it. It's a good job.
We should flash like different memes
Yeah.
on the screen, just like whoop whoop whoop. Josh, what about your opinion?
Again, I have the Xbox One S on my TV stand, right? Because my TV stand has 3 shelves. It's got the bottom, the middle, and then the top shelf, which is like just open space at the top, right? So, like if I were to get either of them, really, even now the PlayStation 5 is now more of a vertical console. Like I could keep it like on the floor next to it, but it wouldn't fit like on the shelf because there's not much room between the shelves.
Yeah.
So I like the Xbox One S's and the Xbox One M360 for that matter. I like when it was like a horizontal. Actually, they were convertible. You could put them either way.
Mm-hmm.
But I liked having like the horizontal console so it could fit cleanly. It's easy to just slip the disc in, which most people don't use anyway now. But that was just a convenience thing. So now that they're going for the more vertical and bigger models, it's just a little bit more troublesome for myself unless we get a bigger TV stand, which I don't see in the future.
Yeah.
Well, you might be able to put it horizontally.
There's definitely been an evolution towards this more tower model, like a tower PC, as opposed to like more of like the low plate kind of design, like the old S and the S's. It's really evolved into this whole tower deal, which I don't know. It might be better for some different applications, like if you have a different kind of entertainment center or something. But I mean, I guess it just varies for different people. But I don't know. If it works good and it plays good, I'm down for it.
I think, I definitely think that they lost. They should. If it doesn't go both vertical and horizontal, I think that's a big minus. So I'm really surprised that you can't put it vertically or horizontally. So, well, at least not horizontally. You can definitely put it vertically. My bad.
Like a lack
You
of.
could probably do that with the Xbox. With the new Xbox One, it could probably go sideways. It's just so big and blocky.
It's just like
really
it goes from like this big like mini fridge to a sideways mini fridge.
Yeah.
So,
Just taking up even more space.
Yeah, I like the slim model, so it was easy to do horizontally.
So
I
definitely,
do like the Switch though.
the Switch is good. It's small. It's compact. Really, I don't know. It's just such a good console. It doesn't have the firepower of the bigger consoles, but it just got that Nintendo seal that like just makes it so satisfying to play.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I don't know. I just thought it was very cool to see a lot of stuff that Sony. It seems like the PS5, I heard that it's supposed to be as good as PC, which I doubt. I personally think PC gaming is a lot better than console gaming, my personal opinion. But I did hear that it's supposed to run just like the PC. It's supposed to rival PC, which I don't really see how. But I don't know, cause like with PC, you just exchange a part for a better part. You can't really do that with a console.
Yeah, and PC players are loyal. Like PC players forever have been bashing consoles, and there's no way they're just going to switch over like that.
Yeah,
They
the
are staying
PC
on
master
PC.
race.
Yeah. But it's understandable because you can play so many more games on PC than you can and then console, and like you can get emulators.
Aren't those illegal though?
Just go on Steam. It's like you have a big variety of games that, well, like console, you still have a variety of games, but it's like, I don't know, for FPSs, it's easier to shoot on PC. It
That's
runs
true.
smoother on PC depending on how good of a component you get. So,
Then again,
and
consoles
plus
are a
you can
lot
use,
cheaper. They're more cost effective.
yeah, that is true.
So for someone
And
who's
and
just
it's
more of like a casual gamer, which isn't a bad thing, just like doesn't want to spend a lot of cash, but still play the same games, it's perfect.
and co-op. You
That's
don't have
right.
co-op on.
Well,
So,
now they're
but
starting
I
to
don't
take away
know.
the couch co-op aspect, which I'm sad about because Halo
Which,
used to be the perfect couch co-op game, and the newest Halo doesn't even have couch co-op. It's the worst.
well, I think they're gonna bring it back in Infinite. The fact that they didn't have it in Halo 5 was dumb
I
and
know.
very not good. That was bad. Halo 5 was just bad.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I mean, it's
I did like what they did with this story, how it's you can play both, like you can do like online co-op. I thought that was really cool.
but you could always do
I
that in
know.
Halo. You could always
Yeah,
do
but
online
it's like
co-op.
they have like different characters that you can play.
Oh, like
Well,
the
like if
hero
you do it like
system.
online co-op.
Like the hero system is in
Mhm.
like Apex or Overwatch kind of thing. What do you guys
Yeah.
think about Overwatch 2?
So bad, boo. Overwatch is a dead game. Uh, I'm sorry, all you Overwatch stans. It it was good for like a first like year or two. I've spent so much money on that game, all cosmetics, and it was fun, but I don't know. It's just not a lot of updates. Like there were seasonal updates, but like in between, it kind of got dry. It's just slowly. It's like and like they're revamping heroes now instead of adding new heroes. Because like League of Legends, there's a point where they would just like every week would be a new hero, and Blizzard, well, Blizzard didn't do that. It took them forever to make one hero, and then that hero would change the meta, and then they'd have to do a lot more buffs and nerfs and stuff, and then the meta is constantly changing. No story. The cool thing about Overwatch though is the lore. Like there's like lore, like all like the information in the world that they have. All the characters are really cool and unique, but it's like there's no story. It's just kind of all. It's like all competitive, and I don't know. Once, in my opinion, a game is hit. Oops, a game is hit its all-time low when when the entire like community is just super competitive. Like there's
Yeah.
nothing wrong, at least in my opinion, there's nothing wrong when a community when there's like that competitive aspect, but when like I go into quick play and I feel like I'm playing competitive, I don't know, it's just I don't know. And Overwatch 2 is it's a cash grab. So I don't know. I don't think I think my brother might get Overwatch 2. But the fact that Overwatch players can play with people from Overwatch 2, unless like Overwatch 2 introduces like one of the best stories and adds like a ton of more modes and stuff, then I might go back. But I don't know. If they had like 10 different heroes or like, I don't know. Because Overwatch, I forget how many heroes came out when it originally released, but if they don't, I don't know. If they only add like 2 more heroes and it's like $60 for a story that should have came out on release.
Yeah, that's
Or,
that's
like,
basically
it's
just an expansion pack. That's basically just DLC, right? It's
Yeah,
not
it's
a new
all
game.
$60. It's gonna be $60 and it's gonna be a new game. But I'm calling it there's gonna be like 3 to 4 heroes released with the new game or new game. A story mode that should have been out for quite a while. And like one new mode and like 3 new maps. That's not a new game. And if I'm paying $60 for that, then I'm not paying $60. So I don't know. If it's like 10 new maps, like as many heroes as Overwatch 1 came out with on release, it then maybe. And a story, then yeah, but yeah. That's my opinion. I think Overwatch is dead. Sorry Overwatch stands, it's just not fun. At least for me personally. That's my opinion. I'm happy to look at other viewpoints. So
What's like the next big game? I have heard of Valorant, which is kind of a new hero-based game, even though those are kind of dying out as well. But like, what do you guys think is the next big thing?
I'm not sure. Um I don't know. There's been kind of a big like game like dry, kind of like a big like game drought. Um they're really I think if one game that I can see being pretty big is Halo 6. Um I know Modern Warfare, the latest Modern Warfare game was pretty good. Um but yeah, Halo 6, I feel like if that doesn't pop off then yeah. Um
I'm praying that Halo 6 pops off because I'm a huge Halo fan. I've always have been ever since I played Halo 3, which is the first game I played, and Halo has always been really good.
Josh, what do you think will be like what type of first person shooter genre kind of thing do you think will be the next big like hit?
First person shooter.
Or just any game that's like big multiplayer game that just comes out and everyone's like, I gotta buy this.
Everything just feels more the same at this point. There's not like very many new original ideas. Like we're expecting a Battlefront 3. They announced it was a different Star Wars game, but who knows? Battlefront 3 is still probably on the way.
Hold up, Battlefront 3 is most likely on the way. Tomorrow
They're still working on that.
Or if Jackson, if you get this podcast episode out on Monday, Monday the 15th is supposed to be the trailer. They're dropping the trailer for the next Star Wars game, and it looks like there was a leak, and it looks like it's only going to be spaceships.
Yeah, I think so because the cover was just was two pilots. I think I
yeah.
So we're looking
like
at
it's all just
like a flight simulator.
Do we know what
game.
era it is?
An online flight simulator game.
That would be. I would be
think
down to play that. I like flight simulator games. I like dogfights. They're hard to play, but I definitely like how the aspect of upgrading your ship. I'd be down to see where that goes. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I don't like it because there's a huge skill gap. There's a huge learning curve. It's like for first person shooters, it kind of slowly goes up, or well, like depending on, it's like, I don't know, it's like, it's hard at the beginning and then it gets easier. For like a flying game, like a flight simulator, it's so hard to learn at the beginning. There's so much stuff that you have to get used to. And it's like a 5-year-old kid who just wants to play Star Wars can't because they're going to get frustrated and then it's a bad idea. I don't like it.
I think it's going to be dangerous because assuming it goes out at the same price as all games, which is about like what, $60
Yeah, usually
per
60
purchase
bucks.
or whatever. A flight game it sounds cool. It sounds like fun. Like I would check it out. But for $60, I think it's going to get very repetitive in gameplay. Like you go in a spaceship, you shoot at a spaceship, you achieve the task. So they're going to need to have like things in there to make it seem new each time you go on a different journey or a different mission. Because other than that, it's just you in an airplane, and that could get very old very fast. Like with Call of Duty, I think World War II, or not just World War II, pretty much a lot of their campaigns. There were most of it was boots on the ground, firefights like that, and like there would be times when you would like call in an airstrike and you would get in the plane and you could do it that, and it's fun when you get to do those levels because it's a change in pace. But if it's just the airplane part, there's not going to be any change of pace, so they're going to need to make sure that they add some feature in there that makes it seem different when you're playing it versus the time you played, 30 minutes ago.
I could definitely see that if they made it more of like a combination of a first person shooter and a flight simulator game like No Man's Sky, but not with like the terrible reputation that No Man's Sky has. That would be very interesting because a Star Wars game where you can be like
Didn't they kind of do that?
in what?
Go ahead.
No. No Man's Sky was a lot like that, where you could get on the ground, you could mine, you could. It was No Man's Sky was more of an exploration game, but if they could do that in more of an FPS like mercenary game where you just quest based, like what's that game called? Mass Effect. I could definitely see that like a Star Wars Mass Effect where you can fly and you can do complete quests. That would be a big hit with me. I'd like that. But they might not do that.
If you had like quests to do in the plane.
Yeah, and then quests on the ground, and you can go into like space stations and walk around and talk to people.
Oh, so you have like the multiple aspects, like you can be on the floor and stuff.
Yeah,
Like it's a MMO.
yeah, like
But didn't they?
I think that's the right. Yeah.
What I was going to say was, I think I never played any of the Battlefronts. I just saw some glimpses of gameplay and stuff. So I might be wrong, but wasn't there like the Battle of the Death Star? They like had that, and you could be in like a TIE fighter, or an X-wing, and you could like do the space battle there as well.
now.
Yeah. So what happened is I know in Battlefront 2 they didn't. I don't think they had it, but in Battlefront 1 they definitely did. Where is you would fight at the Death Star, and if the rebels won, like the space fight, then you'd go on to the next phase of the fight, which would be you guys infiltrated the Death Star, or like some cruiser or something like that. So it would first start out as space fight, and then it'd go to first person shooter, and then it would change. It was like a choose your own path kind of thing. So like if the Empire won, then the match would be over, but if the Rebels won, then it kept on going. So forth, so forth.
Now,
Yeah,
So-
like that. It gives you like variety in what could happen.
I think
So I'm
this
hoping
game
that-
is just going to be flying. I don't think there's going to be any exploration, just flying, which I think is a terrible game. That would get done.
I think they
That'd
need
be
something
old.
more than just flying to keep people interested.
They should have just done Battlefront 3. Literally just do Battlefront 3.
with
That's all you
Clone
gotta
Wars
do.
editions, maybe like more of a Clone Wars spin on it. Because Clone Wars is coming out, it's really big. That would be definitely a good move.
Yeah.
I don't know if did
So-
Clone Wars finish yet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's been done for quite a while. Since March. Or no, May 4th.
Okay.
That was when the last episode won.
Oh,
which is
that's kind of
the
cool.
best. That is a good marketing. Good. I did hear from our boy Dave Filoni though, that he's working with Disney on some other projects. So now he said that he doesn't want to do Clone Wars because I've heard they have all these unfinished episodes. He doesn't want to release any more Clone Wars stuff because he knows that they keep on releasing stuff, then the ending kind of doesn't matter. But I heard that he is working on stuff at Disney. It's probably going to be like a sequel series to Rebels. Like a look for Ezra or something like that.
I
don't
did
know.
like Rebels. I know it was on Disney XD, and it was more of like a kid-like thing, but I actually did enjoy that show. It was good. When I watched it.
I did not enjoy it because I was like, oh, this replaced the Clone Wars. Oh, I was always mad. I have only seen 2 episodes though. The pilot episode, the first one, and then spoilers. Skip like 30 seconds if you don't want Rebels spoiled, or a minute. Jackson just will like skip like a minute or whenever we stop talking. I saw the episode where they find Captain Rex, Gregor, and Wolf. So those are the only 2 episodes.
Yeah, I never watched Rebels, but I watched some of the big moments. Like I watched Obi-Wan versus Darth Maul and Ahsoka versus Vader, but like just the clips. I haven't watched like any full episodes, or I haven't gotten into any of the stories. I don't know any of the characters.
I've heard this.
I don't know what the deal is with the Inquisitors, but they seem kind of cool. So put them.
I've heard Rebels does have a good story though.
Yeah, the animation just looks. I don't know.
The animation's terrible.
I can't really get past the animation.
Bro, it's bad.
Especially those big lightsabers.
Especially, they went from Clone Wars animation, which was like super good, like season 5 is like really good animation, and then they went to Rebels, which is like. Sorry, I tried to do a fart noise. Didn't really work because I'm dying.
So,
but
I don't really recall the animation being bad, but I'll take you guys' word. I remember it being sort of a different style of animation, but I don't remember it being bad. But I haven't seen it in a long while. I only watched it when it first came out, so I was like 2000. When did it come out?
Compared to Clone Wars, it is bad. Like, how could you look back and you're like, how could they make something like season 1 of Clone Wars looks way better. Season 1 of Clone Wars is better than Season 1 of Rebels. At least in my opinion. I haven't seen it, but like animation-wise, the fact that something that came out in 2008 is better than something that came out in 2012 is really saying something. So
maybe they took a step back, huh? Yeah, that's definitely.
I know. I'm gonna watch it once we finish the Clone Wars because I'm watching it with my dad. Once we finish that, I think we're gonna go to Rebels. Just so. But yeah.
Thank you guys for watching this episode of the Brainwatch. Stormwatch. Just kidding.
Free Willy Stormcast.
Stormcast. All right, that does it for this episode. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you, Billy, the scriptwriter. He's our hero.
My boy David.
Wouldn't be possible without him.
Our boy David, the scriptwriter.
Yeah, there we go.
Yep.
What a man.
What a beast, the man, the myth,
So thanks,
legend.
Jim, if you're watching. And
thank you, Tom Cruise, for sponsoring this video.
Yes,
we're not sponsored by Top Gun.
Putting like giant flashing news. Tom Cruise is not sponsored.
Tom Cruise. Sponsor or endorse this.
He did not endorse this, but if you do want to endorse this, please.
Yeah, it's not endorsed or sponsored by Tom Cruise yet.
All right.
Manscaped reached out to us, dude.
Yeah. Tom Cruise.
Today's brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends.
Today's episode is brought to you by League of Legends.
SeatGeek is an app that you can find your favorite sporting events that aren't happening.
Honey is basically Craigslist, but better.
Honey. It's not, though.
He's
Doesn't Honey
Raycon.
just, find you coupon codes or something?
Yeah. Have you ever just been listening to music and were like, man, my AirPods suck? Well, you can try out Raycons. Raycons are super affordable and
Honest.
all right, I
Peace.
think that
Yeah, that does it.
See ya.
See you, everybody.
See you
Thanks for watching.